Do you know what items you need in your contracts or location agreements or SLA? Stay to the end of the video. I'm going to give you a bunch of tips and tricks. So we had a video similar to this one about a dispensary, but then I saw in one of the chats, guy had a challenge situation. His challenge was he presented a location agreement to the dispensary. This is what it was, and they never signed it. And when he went to deposit a check, guess what happened? They didn't cash the check. So they told him they wanted an ACH, which is automatic clearinghouse, to automatically deposit his money into his account. They never signed that. 3 years later, they came back and they changed the original deal, but he didn't have a contract signed. It's all hearsay as far as I'm concerned. Now, he has emails to go back and forth, but here's the situation. He didn't have anything in writing. He can do whatever he wants. You can either pay him what they think or he can walk away on the deal. Here's the thing on dispensaries. Always remember it. They like to muscle. They don't like to follow rules. We specifically in the ATM business, we set rules up. We sign paper that tells the location and you, this is what we're going to do. We're going to do X. You're going to get Y. This is the agreement. And this is how long the agreement is. What happens is the dispensaries have found loopholes or ways around that they don't want to sign paper. Even when they sign the paper, it doesn't do anything. So keep in mind, if you're dealing with a dispensary, they will try to muscle you. You have an option. Either they're going to sign your agreement the way you want it to be signed, or you can walk away. Everybody chases the golden calf for the dispensary, but at the end of the day, it's a false god because they always want to muscle you and they don't want to play by the rules. And these rules are there to protect you in the ATM business, not them. Always remember that. All right, so now we're going to go in to all the tips how to stop some of this garbage from happening and get yourself back on the right and make sure you have strength in your position. Point number 1, breakup clause. Phil, what's a breakup clause? This is what it is. If the location doesn't honor what you guys laid out in the agreement, they pay a penalty. How does this work? Hey, you're in the location for a year. You're supposed to give them $1 a transaction. You get 2. The thing does 100 transactions a month. You are entitled to $200 times the amount of years on the contract. If they kick you out, you sue them. A lot of people say, well, this is my first business. I'm sorry. I just saw in the chat, a guy lost the location, $50,000. He got devastated. Why wouldn't he sue? He had probably years on the contract. Why not sue? Hundreds of thousands of dollars. You're going to give that away? You're going to take that away from your family? No, you fight. Just like you fight to get at the location, you fight every day to keep the location, and you're also fighting other people. You're working hard in your business. Stand up and fight for your money. You worked hard, you deserve it. All right, so when the location, and this is dispensaries, keep in mind, they sell the corporation because they have to go through licensing. And I hope you guys pay attention to this part. They sell the corporation, means your contract is valid even if they sell. And so a lot of times there's a national company comes in and says, oh, we're gonna do this. Go after the national company, go after the location. I'm sorry, you want me to leave? You owe me the money. You owe me the rest of this agreement. But if you don't put the breakup clause in there, then you're out on your ear. So you don't have any paper. And make sure that you always have the breakup clause. So if a national company comes in and buys your dispensary, then you're entitled to either stay in that location or that national company and the dispensary can pay you. They got paid to sell the business. You are entitled and put it in your contract. If they sell the business, they have to notify you. Again, they breached the contract. So make sure you have that in there so you can go after them and you don't lose. It could be thousands of dollars, and that's important to you and your family. Point number 2, get the agreement signed. This person, great person, very knowledgeable, but you know what? He's a nice guy. A lot of us are nice guys, and we fall for this. They take advantage of us. And what he didn't do is he had the ATM in there. He didn't get the agreement signed. So now anybody can come in and say, well, it was this and that, or you don't have an agreement, or give me the money or you're out. I don't know what happened with the situation, but he put him in a bad position. But his big downfall is he didn't get it signed. He needed to get the paper signed. I've done it too. I'm not faulting the guy, but don't let that mistake be your mistake. Now you learn from our mistakes of not getting it signed. Get the paperwork signed, and then you can sleep easy because you're doing a good job and you have the paper signed. So if you're thinking about starting your own profitable ATM business but didn't know where to start, I want to invite you to our free checklist entitled ATM Business Passive Income Checklist, the 5 things you need to know to start your profitable ATM business so you can have a clear roadmap towards ATM business success. You can earn between $250 and $1,500 of passive income every single month. All right, let's get back to the video. Number 3, selling of the business. So just like I said before, make sure that you have in your agreement, if they sell the business, they have to notify you. Most of the time in this business, they just sell the assets of a company. But if you're in gaming, that's not true. If you're in gaming, in a gaming state like Illinois, they sell the corporation. Means your contract is valid with the new people. They don't want to go through licensing with the state. Same thing with dispensaries. They don't want to go through licensing. So what they do is they sell the whole corporation, including the dispensary license. That means your contract, if you write the deal right, is valid. And you can go after the new company and the new ATM company. Make sure you have it in their agreement, and this way, you're protected. So if they sell, you have to be notified, and if they sell, they can't kick you out. Number 4, service. Make sure that you have specific parameters that you're going to respond to in a lengthy time. Maybe that's 24 hours. You're going to have a response for 24 hours. That's in your agreement. That way they can say, well, we called and they never came out. Here's the thing. If you called, the response is that you answered the phone. That's the response in 24 hours. You answer the phone, you call them back. That's a response. Make sure you document this on some of the high traffic locations because it could come back if they want, especially dispensaries, they want to try to muscle you around. Make sure you document any and all of service. That way, all you have to do, keep a logbook in your ATM. Keep a logbook. I was here. Have it if you want to back yourself up. This might be overkill. You might think, this is crazy. I'm telling you, you need proof in case they want to muscle you. So keep a logbook in your ATM. I was here for this service call here, and have somebody sign it at the location that I was here. All right, now this will help you prove your case if you ever have to go to court or anything. You don't have to do the paperwork, but if you think this is a high traffic location and you want to keep staying here, make sure that you have documentation. And point number 5, selling your location. The reason we have location agreements, SLA contracts, is in the neighborhood or the idea that we want to sell whatever, maybe that location or your whole business or your whole portfolio, it's worth the length of the contract, whatever's left, or some multiple of that. Somewhere between 30 to maybe 48 months is the going rate for the location agreement for these locations. So make sure that you have these location agreements, because if you're only selling, it's going to only be worth 6 months without a location agreement. But if you had a locations agreement, it could be as much as 48 months. That's a lot of money, especially when you're thinking about exiting. You want to get that exit money and you want to do something else. This is a nice way to get extra money and leave the business. So if you're thinking about starting your own profitable ATM business but didn't know where to start, I want to invite you to our free checklist entitled ATM Business Passive Income Checklist, the 5 things you need to know to start your profitable ATM business so you can make more money, spend more time with your family, and have some passive income. If this is interesting you, click the link down below and start your ATM journey today. Again, this is Phil from the ATM Mastermind group page, where we buy your freedom back 1 transaction at a time. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you at the next ATM Mastermind video.